Welcome to my continuing Let's Play of LA Noire. I'm Spatfark, this is episode 18 and it's all gone a bit Pete Tong. I mean, firstly, yesterday when I recorded it, OBS did pick up my microphone. Today, I hit that start button about a minute and a half ago and talked. And OBS didn't read it. So, everything going wonky.
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like pork in that German whore, Phelps? Phelps is up before a review board in December. Till then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs.
I just like
Social
his
basket
voice.
cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, detective. Now get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
Hey, you think those vice boys get any on the side?
That bum took a swipe and put him down on my staff.
I know that face. That's the guy who busted all those Negro drug pushers last week, isn't it? I've seen people like you, but I had to pay admission.
Parker or Green? I don't know who you are.
You're the reason brothers and sisters should marry.
I think there's more than one. Okay. The problem is, I'm pretty sure, even in my debilitated state that I'm in at the moment, I do actually remember every single. Wait, wasn't there a problem? Ah, yeah.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? We'll look somewhere else.
So this is how it's going to be, partner?
I already told you, I don't do partners. I seen you on your first day, hero. Walking into the station, chest puffed out like a little kid at his confirmation. You wouldn't have given me the time of day. And now you need somebody. And that somebody's supposed to be me. Well, it's not gonna happen.
That's quite a speech. I heard you were the strong silent type.
You cracking wise, Phelps?
No, Biggs. I'm breaking the ice.
Just drive, hotshot.
I didn't actually get all of that conversation. I do have a bad habit of putting up to scenes too quickly to miss car convos.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in her face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. And they come home to this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is now that pile of rubble
Where are they sleeping?
in the car. Lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house, in the ruins. Terry Lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
Son of a bitch looks a lot like the cops who's done it.
Straight for that big old block right there, because I already did this.
Remember the dead lady they found under the train? Solved the case. Looks
Recent
Okay.
service. Could be something to go on.
Service each of the last 3 years by Matthew Ryan. Oh look, that was it. The one clue from Larson. So now we go ask the husband some questions.
Mr. Stevens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent. Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Truth.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. This lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
The hell? Oh, that's not what I
The
meant.
redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
Hit the wrong button. I hit
building
B
new
instead of
houses.
X.
They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
Everyone else is selling, but you're the holdout, aren't you?
I was the last. I thought I could hold out for a better price. Now, my house is the center lot.
So now you have to take the price regardless.
Looks like it. I've got no choice. I have to put a roof over my family.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Steffens.
All right.
What's with him?
You've seen the papers. I guess he's thinking about his own family. I'd say he's searching for some kind of atonement right now.
Okay, got a phone call to make. That's pretty solid grass.
That's him? That's the best we could do for a policeman in this city?
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. You have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thank you.
Back to the car. Next stop, we're gonna check the travel agency. I was just thinking about why would I go to travel agency? I mean, I already know all the answers. Because I went to the travel agency first last time, let's be honest. Oh, camera! Completely misled me to where I was actually facing. I do think I'm more with it than I was yesterday. Oh! That went a bit wrong. Yeah, that was all on me. Woo! Fuck, this is a long drive. There we go.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen? What can you tell us about the travel tickets that you issued to the Steffens family?
Steffens. Let me see. Family of 5, I think. Trip by flying boat to Catalina Island. Tickets were issued last week and redeemed this weekend.
So here's the Steffens. But if you remember, there were 2 house fires. You haven't been to the other one, but there's the Sawyers.
The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue.
No, that was cancelled.
Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
Truth.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
While the Steffens family was at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize they won?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who's won.
Thanks for your help. No problem. Wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you...
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
Okay. Now we are on the way to the Stephens. Sawyers, rather. We're going to stop by the suburban redevelopment.
Let me guess. You want to check out the suburban address?
Great partners must think alike.
That could have gone better. I was fair steaming down that road. And it's like, you know what, actually this is too busy in front of me, I need to turn. And I'm not going to use the brakes until too late. What is going on here?
Go right.
I accidentally hit the X on the pad. I mean, it's the kind of manoeuvre I pulled there. It's something you never actually do in real life, making a blind turn. Because otherwise things like that could happen, though. It's still very strange. I've actually gone past it. Teleportation!
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help.
No worries, Mac. I'm glad
Elysian are investors.
you were some help
So what?
there, Mac,
If you
because,
think
you know,
I'll
it
put my
might have been
position on
difficult
the
without
press,
you,
leave
Mac.
them roll without evidence. You're out of your mind.
So Elysian Fields builds the houses, while the Suburban Redevelopment Fund foots the bill.
That's the only thing I needed from the car. No, wrong way. American car.
Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
This should be Sawyer's. You can see the smoke coming up. Ow.
Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. you may have read about?
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater explosion.
Another one?
Looks that way. Insta-heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go bang. Take a look around the yard, see what you can find.
I'm gonna go this way and I'll magically find exactly what I'm after. The one thing I'm after here immediately.
Val,
Well, second thing.
You gonna stick it out, Cole?
I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death?
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
Okay, take 2 at...
How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God?
Alright. So, but what was supposed to be 4 from there's to 4th. What I dislike is saying don't mention the 5th. There's a doghouse out the back.
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor. Detective Phelps. Can you help?
Let's see if I don't do the stupid thing I did last time.
But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Phelps, the guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire. Hurry, you can still catch up.
Yeah, he got stuck on the door last time, couldn't get it open. I busted it open.
Stop! LAPD! Got an ID on the fire, but stop right there!
My acting coach says I have real talent.
Come on.
A family died in that fire. We need to ask them questions.
Oh, come on.
You lousy piece of shit. How dare you!
Embarrassing. Not managing to catch him.
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires?
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
Like, I misspent you if I know what that is.
Aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
It's a 5-minute timer. You light the cigarette, it burns down slow. Once it reaches or the match heads, they all go up whoosh real quick.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station.
That's gonna be my next stop, I think.
Take
Anyway.
this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star.
This is poorly plotted.
Give it up, you'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
The case itself
Fire Station
is actually good.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
That was not the turn I wanted. That's too narrow. Camera. Yeah, I actually liked this case. What I played of it yesterday was quite good, but the overarching story is poorly told in this one. The whole, what's going on with Cole's been ham-handed, unfortunately.
We came as soon as we could. The only reason some people get lost in thought is because it's unfamiliar.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire, Al?
Last 3 years by Reginald Farley.
Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
You literally just told them to me, you muppet. So start with the flame, then the regulator to determine whether gas is going through or not.
Your regulator's in position.
And then we have the gas.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas.
It's
Pull
no
the lever
Bill
on the
Nye.
left to turn on the gas.
He's not very observant, is he?
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to Insticky and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
You want the five-star goddamn wedding. Phelps, that's him. Ben Cop. He's on the front page of the Times.
Joe? The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that would fight for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him.
I got really lost in here yesterday.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
I used to be indecisive. Now I'm not so sure.
I didn't deserve that.
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
Calling you stupid would be an insult to stupid.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
Going to lie, seems a bit sideways.
Some of your men aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your sales.
And how are you going to prove that, Detective? Name me one of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
How about the guy whose house, unit he inspected, burnt down everyone in the house?
You know about Farley. He's on the run for a divorce interstate. It's not so bad.
You in the habit of hiring criminals, Rasick?
I need guys, Detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
Only movie stars.
This is a long shot. We are not gonna roust that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
Would be an insult to stupid.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner Robert.
He just goes too fast for her to take anything down. I know I couldn't.
Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter. Previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew. Charged for contempt of court. Attempted murder. Plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young
Really?
lady. Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery. Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasick. Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Just looking at that is painful to my eyes.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
Yeah, that was me taking a close look at the
Ryan
picture
wants
on the
the world to
inside.
be a better place, don't we all?
Don't care about the flyers.
The company went through thousands.
Strange thing to keep in your
Still
lockers.
got eaten alive. Varley has a problem with bugs.
No, I'm sure there's supposed to be more than one of those.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasick?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley.
Yeah. This is unusual mid-case cutscene that overwrites you in the middle of the case, not between days or anything like that. Oh god, that hurt. Oh. Oh motherfucker, that hurts. It's like for the first time in my life, nearly 38 years of it, it's getting real close to my birthday. This week, for the first time ever, I'm having migraines all week. basically just will not stop. Right now, it's like, no pain. Actually, no, I tell a lie. That's pain. That's pain. It ebbs and it flows. It comes and it goes. But mostly it just kicks my ass and messes with my eyesight. It's like, my eyes are not the greatest at the best of times. And then it starts inventing stuff. It's just like bizarre. They call it an aurora, apparently. Bullshit, interesting. Okay.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers, and we want them quick.
Okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
Probably the face that actually came, it's had the biggest growth since this game.
Barley?
No?
It's Vincent Carthizer.
Can't say I do.
Oh, really?
Detroit PD is after Reginald Barley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting, Clemens?
Whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
You're licensed and work for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
InstaHeat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the Rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Debatable. Understandable thing he did.
No. Don't know the name.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
Pamphlet in your locker.
In your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
So now we're down to, well, still 3 because you've got the jackass we busted earlier. But we don't actually interview him, at least not in this case. Okay, go in alphabetical order, so let's do Ryan next. Can I get out of here? I didn't try last time.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan. I said, son of a bitch.
Those are GI's backyards he's crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van.
Get in close and steer him off the car. He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get in close. Smash the son of a bitch's rear wheels. Okay. One traffic stop coming up. He's got an arson-related assault charge and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get this guy in a room before we can get an angle on him.
This man has got to be stopped.
That's annoying. I was driving really well, actually.
Lay into his wheel well. Come on. Jesus, what is he doing?
The tram! Oh, Jesus!
Hands behind your head.
Yes.
Why did you run, Ryan?
Not as
I was
good as
scared.
yesterday.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
Okay. 2 down. The last one.
Drove me up to Mulholland?
Farley's on the run. He might be packing heat. He's wanted for murder. I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
There's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.
Yeah, ain't gonna win any fights for my driving.
LAPD, Varley!
Psychic memory.
Stop or I'll shoot!
Use mouse and keyboard. Gonna run.
Come on,
Not
Barley.
this corner.
Can't keep running forever.
Stop or I will shoot!
Oh, there we go. It's like the second person the entire playthrough that I've managed to do that on. And one was like in the tutorial. Did I even succeed on that?
Farley, Detroit police have an outstanding warrant. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you. Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, you're a guest of the scene.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
Okay, we've now got a full house. We've got little Jiminy Cricket fire pervert.
As much as I'd like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other two guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
Check to make sure your home has a first aid kit for safety.
What are you doing, asshole? Asshole deserves that. I ain't making that mistake. Might not have been a mistake. Huh.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Barley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
I want... That's 2. Yeah, I want a Varley first.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Charming.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Well, this was not a new installation because 3 times serviced it in the last year. In the last 3 years.
Why are you lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not?
3 years in a row?
How can you prove that I was?
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him though, because he still wouldn't sell.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
How did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
All the way down at the bottom.
Clement says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. I'll testify in court.
Suburban, they got real-time pressure on getting some of the big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money. But so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire, huh?
Arsonists use cigarettes and mosquito coils as time delay fuses. We found an open box of mosquito coils in your locker.
Whoa, hang on! Those things, they belong to Ryan, all right? He asked me to hold them because his locker's full of stupid pamphlets. I thought he used them for camping.
Gonna step outside for the moment.
Done for now.
So what happens?
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down in 1 round. I say we bust in there and find
I don't know if this will take me there. Yeah, it will.
Oh, Susie, you are so bad.
Here we go.
The thing was, he was a real nice guy.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Lie.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Your locker is full of pamphlets. Clemens told us how you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets. A guy has to do something. Insta-heat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
Insta-heat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them?
A guy has to work.
And the directors of the company. How do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
Alright.
If you know enough
Razek told us all about that, and he got a statement in here.
And how do you think you can prove that?
Your boss at InstaHeat said that you've all been trained to do it. It's a common repair. Are you calling him a liar?
Okay, so I know how it's done. But what would be the point? You just end up with a gas leak and then a small fire when you turn the pilot back on.
And if you didn't reset the pilot and the gas spread, what was the cause of the fire in your own home, Ryan?
I won't tell you.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Doubt.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
Lie.
You're lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you gonna prove that?
You got a criminal record for assault.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
Yeah, you're getting charged, buddy.
Matthew
Don't
Ryan,
think you did it, but
I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
You're putting an
and a little dog too.
I didn't set any fires. I didn't kill that family.
Phelps, what you did to your wife and kids was un-American.
My wife threw me out.
Did I ask for your opinion? You're here to listen to mine. What I was going to say, before I was interrupted, was you did a good job on the Stephen Sawyer case. We don't often get results in arson, so well done.
What about me? Do I get a little stamp on my hand or a lollipop or something?
What you get is another case. A bad one, unfortunately.
Yeah. Did a bit worse than smashing into everything than yesterday. But I actually have audio recorded this time. Yay! Picking up. Nope, that's not coming out until I least expect it. Oh, come on. Oh, whatever. Either way, I'm going to take a break from now. I'm going to go have a smoke. I'm probably going to fill up some water because certainly I seem to be suffering from dehydration the last couple of days. minor. It's not like I'm, oh my god, it's like in the middle of a personal drought. Anyway, but I will be back to record another episode tonight because I am actually out of backlog for going up on YouTube. So I need more episodes fast because I haven't recorded anything else this week that I could, at least that I could use. So I'll see you in 10 to 50 minutes. Ta-ta.